Good morning, my friends. It's been a hot minute since I've done a full day of eating, and oh, there's a reason. We'll get into that later. So my intention today is to bring you along for a full day of eating and just a day in the life kind of thing. We got up, we worked out, got coffee and tea made, got lunches packed. I'm back to packing 2 lunches now because I do pack Andrew's for him in the morning. It's just easier. Yes, I know he's 23 years old and can do it himself, but while I'm packing Doug's, it's just as easy to pack his. They're both having leftovers from last night. I made cheeseburger pie last night. It is an old favorite in our house. But now that we no longer use Bisquick, I made homemade Bisquick and made it with that, and it was perfect. The homemade Bisquick recipe made about a quart canning jars worth, and it's good in the fridge. It has to stay in the fridge. It's good in the fridge for up to 6 months. So I marked it, it's in the fridge, and now I have that for whenever I need it again. And it only took me like 5 minutes to make. What else did I do this morning? Worked out, coffee, tea, lunch is packed, breakfast packed. I have a whole roaster chicken sitting in some cool water to defrost. I have a couple things this week for lunches that I want chicken for. So I'm going to just roast a whole chicken today and pick it clean, and we'll use that. Like, I want to make chicken salad for lunch. I want to do a chicken flatbread for lunch, things like that. So figure, why not just roast a whole chicken? Of course, I wish I would have thought of it last night, so it would have been thawing all night. But I didn't. I was out a little bit late last night. We had a special Eucharistic adoration at church last night. So I signed up for a time slot. So I was out a little bit later than I normally am, and yeah. And it's been a week. Oh, wait until I tell you, friends. Actually, it's been 2 weeks. We'll talk like later on after I get a shower and my voice isn't so scratchy. But oh my gosh, it's been a trial. But you know what? God has a plan. Everything happens for a reason. Of course, I always like to say everything happens for a reason, and sometimes that reason is just because you're stupid. I saw that on a meme once and thought it was funny. Or you're stupid and you make bad decisions, something like that. But this was nothing that we did. So right now I'm going to just go upstairs, get showered. It's a hair washing day for me, so it takes a little bit longer. And just get ready to start my day. It is National Pretzel Day today. It is. And it is also baking day for the babies. And today is actually Wednesday. You're seeing this on Thursday. So the babies and I are going to make soft pretzels today. That will be our baking, and we'll celebrate National Pretzel Day. And it is supposed to be cloudy, thunderstormy, and rainy all day here. So we will not be heading outside to play. We will be staying inside. So I figured the pretzels would be good, and I don't know. We'll figure out. Maybe we'll do yoga. We'll call it like pretzel exercises or something like that. So that's it. I'm going to stop yapping now. It's been a whole 4 minutes, and I'm going to go get in the shower. Okay, before the babies get here, and while my weigh-in video is uploading, I decided to prepare my breakfast. I'm not going to cook it yet because it's a little early for me. I'm having the single-serve French toast. In here, I just have 2 eggs beaten, some vanilla, a tablespoon of organic cane sugar, 2 slices of my homemade bread, 2 eggs, I think that's everything, a dash of salt, and I just beat everything together, and then I put the bread in. I just break it apart and throw it in, and then I'm going to put it in my little greased mini loaf pan and bake it at 350 for about a half hour or so. As soon as the center's set, I call it done. You can put anything in here you want. I'm making it plain today. You can put fruit in it. You can put like chai spices like nutmeg and cardamom and cinnamon and make it like a chai French toast. the sky's the limit to what you can add to it. I just feel like regular old French toast with good old heated up maple syrup today. So that's what I am having. Like I said, I just wanted to get that out of the way before the babies come. And then I can just pop it in the oven when I'm ready. And that's that. I'll show it to you when it is on the plate. Okay, here is my single serve French toast. It is super yellow. The egg yolks were crazy orange today. I have a 1/4 teaspoon of butter over the top, and I have 1½ tablespoons of syrup on the side, and of course my tea. So there is my breakfast this morning. I was not able to get any film while they were making their pretzels. I did these because after a couple, they were pretty much done with it. These are just waiting to go in the water bath and then in the oven, and they will take these home for their families. But the ones that the boys twisted are in the oven now, and I will show you what they look like when they come out. They are going to be an after lunch treat since it's much later than I hoped it would be. Okay, our first batch of pretzels are out of the oven. This is Finn's, this is Jack's, and this is mine. The rest of them, well, actually all but 2 of them are in the oven now. I just didn't feel like turning both ovens on and having 2 pans going, so I'm just doing them in shifts. But they look really, really good. I am excited to have them try them and take them home to their family. We also made some little half ones. So that is what I am going to have, just a little half one. So there we go. I will link the recipe that we used down in the description box below. It was super quick and super easy. You only had to let the dough rest 10 minutes, not an hour. And yeah, fantastic. So I will link that down below. Okay, the house is down for a nap. I'm going to have a little bit of lunch. I'm not very hungry. I have 30 grams of grapes, 30 grams of blackberries, 100 grams of watermelon. I have 1 ounce of some Gouda cheese. I have a hard-boiled egg, not peeled yet. And I have one of the pretzels we made this morning. This is one of the really tiny ones I made. Most of them were 78 grams each. This was 36 grams. So it's a little tiny. You can see how little it is compared to the other ones. That is what I am going to have for lunch today. I just came out to collect eggs. All the babies are sleeping. And I thought I would show you the potatoes. Look how they are coming up. Isn't that absolutely wonderful? This 3rd row was the last row we planted. We planted them a few days after these 2, so they're a little bit smaller. But they are looking great. So probably tonight we will take this dirt and mound it on top of the plants, because that's how you do potatoes. Then they'll poke through again and we'll mound it again. So very excited about how they're coming. The onions are right along here, but don't see any growth from them yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, my friends, the babies are sleeping. Well, sort of. I just had to go up and tell Jack to lay down. Hopefully he will fall asleep soon. He's been doing this a lot to me lately, where he'll play for 45 minutes and then fall asleep, then have to be woken up when mom comes, and he's not happy about being woken up. So, but he still needs a nap because he's dead tired. And if he doesn't take a nap, he's cranky. So yeah, anyway, the trials of a daycare provider. I just wanted to catch you up on what's been going on and also share some happy mail with you. So I'm going to share the happy mail first. Kim, over to Girl on Her Phone, found these books at a thrift store and picked them up. They are Tea Room Mysteries. Now, I read a series by Laura Childs that are tea shop mysteries. These are tea room mysteries, and they're published by Guidepost. That's like a religious prayer publication. So I think they're going to be really good, nice and clean, and you know. And I'm very excited about these. So I looked them up, and there are like 27 of them. Yeah. These are number 2 and 3 in the series. So, you know, I jumped on eBay or Amazon or somewhere and I bought the first one. So I am reading the first one right now and so excited about it because reading and tea, what 2 things do I love? So Kim, thank you so very much. And then if you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I collect cookbooks, specific cookbooks. cookbooks that have a TV, movie, or book theme. Like I have the Bewitched cookbook. I have the Friends cookbook. I have the Desperate Housewives cookbook. Bridges of Madison County cookbook. The Harry Potter cookbook. The Downton Abbey cookbook. The Bubba Gump Shrimp Company cookbook. I love cookbooks that are based on movie and TV. Well, dear Tony sent me Aunt Bee's Mayberry cookbook. I do have a Mayberry cookbook, but not this one. So now I have two. So I'm so excited. Aunt Bee's Mayberry cookbook and the Beverly Hillbillies cookbook. I am so stinking excited. I have been through these already and they are wonderful. So thank you so much, Tony. I absolutely love them. And then lastly, I wanted to share with you what Terry sent. Terry has a YouTube channel called Yarn Joy Podcast. If I remember, I will link it below. The woman is amazing. She can crochet anything. Like I watch her and I'm just like, I can do a chain stitch and a double stitch and I always end up screwing that up. So watching her is just amazing. Well, she sent me some coasters. And it's perfect because we use coasters every week when we play cards because we always have our beverage on the table. Well, are you ready for this? You're not ready for this. Look at these. They're chicken coasters. Oh my goodness. They are the cutest things I have ever seen. She sent me 4 of them. I am so excited. I cannot wait until we host Pinochle so I can use these. I just love them. I just love them. So thank you so much, Terry. I love them. And Tony and Kim, thank you so very much for thinking of me. And I also want to say thank you to all of you who sent Doug and I anniversary cards. That was just so touching and so sweet. And thank you so very much for thinking of us. So that's the happy mail. Let me catch up on what's been going on. I don't remember how much I've talked about Chicken Dolores. I know I posted it in my group and on my personal Facebook page. But you know, Chicken Dolores has a special place in my heart because number 1, she was from our first group. Number 2, in that first group, we had 2 Golden Comet chickens and I named them Mabel and Dolores. Dolores after my mother, who passed away, and Mabel after my aunt, Dolores' sister, who also passed away. So Mabel and Dolores have a very special place in my heart. They are my favorite chickens. Mabel and Dolores are so nosy. They always have to be in your business. No matter where we are in the yard, they're right there seeing what we're doing. They're the first ones to complain about the weather. They're just hysterical. Well, about 2 weeks ago, Dolores was not looking so good. We Googled, we consulted, could not figure out what was wrong with Dolores. Her comb was pale. She was getting a little bit lethargic. We tried everything we could think of. We treated her in case she was egg bound. We just did everything we could possibly think of, and she kept going downhill. So we had her in, we brought her in. We gave her, you know, egg yolks to eat, and we put like hydro hen in her water and everything, and she just wasn't doing good. And we figured we were either going to A, have to make the decision because we could tell she was not comfortable, or B, hopefully she would just go to sleep on her own. And that is what she did. So she passed away. Okay, I'm better. Got some unsweetened iced tea here. So she passed away, and she was my special girl because number 1, she was named after my mom. Number 2, she was the first chicken to lay an egg for us, and she laid it on my mom's birthday. How cool is that? So I'm sad. I know she's a farm animal, and I know, but you know what? We don't live on a farm. We live on a suburban homestead, and they're my pets as well as my livestock. So I miss her. I miss her. Dolores, or Mabel misses her too, I can tell. But anyway, so dealt with that all last week. And then what else? Then this week, dealing with Adam's summer housing. You have to apply for summer housing and hope you're accepted. And not only does he have to apply for summer housing, he has to apply for extended housing. They have to move out by May 14th. Adam's internship starts May 15th. Summer housing starts May 30th. Yeah. So he has to apply for extended housing, which I think means he stays in his apartment if he's approved for the 2 weeks. And then he has to move from his apartment into a dorm room for summer housing. So it's going to be a lot of moving. We did rent a storage unit. We've done that the last couple summers, actually, because since, Andrew was in an apartment junior year on campus, and they have so much more stuff in an apartment. They have, well, because we provided it, they have the coffee table, they have an end table, they have a microwave cart, they have, what else? All the dishes and glasses and kitchenware and baking stuff. So we rented a storage unit the last couple summers. Oh my goodness. They're so cheap down there compared to New Jersey. Oh my gosh. New Jersey, like a small 5x5 is like $150, $170 a month. We get 3 months in Maryland for like $75, $100 for the whole summer. So it's fantastic. It is not worth us dragging all that big stuff home and storing it. It is not worth it. So we did get a storage unit. So when he moves out of the apartment, we'll have to put the stuff in the storage unit, move what he needs into the dorm, and then so on and so forth. Now, you're required to have a meal plan. He's going to be working every day. So he was not, and the CAF is not open like it is now, like during, regular time. He probably will not be able to have any meals in the CAF except for his days off. So we'll be paying for a meal plan that he's not using. But he needs to be able to eat. So he'll have a microwave, which I'm not thrilled about a microwave, but you got to do what you got to do. And he said he would like to have an air fryer and a rice cooker. So I jumped on Gibbstown Giving and I put an in search of post up, and within 5 minutes we have an air fryer. Perfect size for a dorm room because it's not huge. It's going to be perfect. So we're happy about that. And then I was back and forth between a rice cooker or an Instant Pot for him, like a small Instant Pot, because he can do more in that than just a rice cooker. But so we're dealing with that. We're still waiting to hear if his housing's approved, and how much I have to send them. So there's that. What else? Oh, and then the big one. Today is, I'm filming this on Wednesday. You're seeing it on Thursday. Yesterday, Tuesday. Oh, okay. Let me back up. You saw my weekend vlog. Had a great weekend. Monday night, I went to bed. I had a bellyache. Wasn't feeling good. Was that Monday night? No, it was Sunday night. And I just figured, oh my goodness, we ate out so much over the weekend. My body's not used to that. We had things that, we're not used to, a lot of rich food stuff. My belly just wasn't feeling good. So I prefaced going to bed by putting the bucket in the bathroom. And I guess around 1 o'clock I woke up. I never had to use the bucket, but I was in the bathroom most of the night. TMI, that's all we'll say. I was literally in the bathroom all night. I got no sleep whatsoever. So by like 5 o'clock, I felt better. I did not work out Monday morning because I was zapped. I did work Monday morning, or Monday. We just had a movie day. We had a movie and play on the floor day. We did nothing else. Then I felt pretty good, like Monday afternoon and all. Well, Monday night it started again. Not as bad though. I think I was only up till like 3 in the morning. And then Tuesday I felt pretty good all day. By last night I was absolutely fine. Last night I was fine, had a great night's sleep, so I'm all better. But on top of that, and not feeling good and being dehydrated and all that, we woke up Tuesday morning. Doug came down first and noticed, no, I guess Monday afternoon, I noticed what it looked like a little wet mark in the ceiling. We've had trouble before with the boys' shower. They don't put the shower curtain right ever since that shower was replaced. You have to have the shower curtain just right. So I thought it was that. Well, Doug came down Tuesday morning and it was a whole lot worse. And we knew it wasn't that. Doug walked in the laundry room. Something happened. The washer wasn't running, but the washer filled up with water and started leaking all over the place. And our washer and dryer is on the 2nd floor. Now, we do have the pan under it that is drained out of the house. I don't know if if it was just too fast and it overflowed or what. I think that's what happened, because I think it would have been a whole lot worse if some of it didn't drain out. So we're looking at the ceiling and just like, oh, and the floor and all that. So we decided, instead of dealing with the insurance company ourselves. Now, I was talking to Kim about this and she's never heard of this. So I don't know if it's in every state or not, but we decided to go with what's called a public adjuster. They deal with everything for you. We do not talk to the insurance company. They come out and do their own inspection. They were here for an hour and a half, taking measurements, pictures, and everything. They deal with everything with the insurance company. Now, they do take a percentage of the claim that's paid, but because we were referred by someone, our percentage is a lot less. And 99 out of 100 times, they get a lot more money for you than the insurance company would initially pay. The insurance company is in business to make money, not spend money. So they will do the least amount possible. Whereas a public adjuster will go after them for everything. Like, you know, the water ran down into our duct work. The public adjuster's like, you're going to need your ducts cleaned and sanitized and antimicrobial stuff and all that, because it's going to grow mold. He said, he's been in this business for a long time. He said the insurance company would not tell you that. And if you didn't mention it, they wouldn't mention it. My girlfriend also had a problem in her house and she used this company and they were fantastic. The insurance company just wanted to cut out the piece of drywall that got wet, patch it, and paint it. The public adjuster said, no. They painted 2 years ago. The paint is not going to match. You need to paint the whole room. So they're definitely an advocate for the homeowner. I mean, of course they are, because they're going to make money off of it. But that's what we're dealing with. So a remediation team is coming out, and they are going to be cutting open the ceilings and the walls and all that is water damaged. They are going to be putting monitors in to monitor for more water damage that we maybe cannot see with the eye, but is in there. They have some kind of monitors and stuff they use. They'll have fans going to dry it out. They will be using antimicrobial stuff to make sure that if there is any trace mold, that is taken care of, but they're going to be cutting most of it out. Now, you all know that I have anxiety. My anxiety is sparked by one of the things, by messes. I cannot stand clutter. I cannot stand messes. It literally makes my anxiety very bad. I don't know how I managed through our whole house remodel 2 years ago, but I did. So I'm going to try to have the same mindset when my house is completely ripped apart why they are doing this. Oh, and the basement, I forgot to tell you, it all ran down into the basement. So we have a lot of product damage. Thankfully, I store things correctly. So, you know, we were good with that. And thankfully, it wasn't like we have some boxes of pictures in the basement on the top shelf and all. Thankfully, none of that got wet. It was all in one place, and it was all on the shelves where I keep my dish soap, my extra parchment paper and stuff. That all got ruined, but I'm not allowed to throw it away until the inspector comes back and all that. So just pray for my anxiety during all this. And it's not going to be a quick process. The public adjuster called me today. The insurance company wants to come out and do their own inspection, and they don't want to come out until May 11th. Well, that means the remediators will come in and my house will be torn apart for those 2 weeks for sure. But it also means because this all stemmed from the washing machine, they want to see that. So we cannot remove. We're replacing the washer. It's time. It's done. We cannot remove, repair, or replace the washer until they come out. So I'm going to be 2 weeks. 2 weeks without a washing machine. Yeah, not fun. Luckily, my brother lives right in town and I can go over their house. And I know it's a minor inconvenience. I know that. It just stinks. It just stinks. And like I said to Doug, it's not even the clothes. I don't mind that. We have enough clothes. It's the kitchen towels. I go through so many kitchen towels every single day because of all the cooking I do and everything. And we don't use paper towels in our house. We use, like, you know, the homemade reusable paper towels and all. So I said, we may have to get some paper towels. But it's just an inconvenience. And I know it's an inconvenience. And believe me, I am not complaining. It could have been so much worse. It could have been so much worse. So I'm just trying to breathe through it. And I'm hoping. We asked the adjusters if they could ask. See, we're not allowed to speak to the insurance company. They do it all. We asked them if they could please ask the insurance company if there's any way they could possibly come out sooner just because of the washing machine. Like, we want to get that out of here and get a new one in. And they did say that we could take it out of the laundry room and put it somewhere else, but we're not allowed to get rid of it yet. Well, I don't want to do that because our laundry's on the second floor. I want the appliance store to be the one that has to drag it down the steps and out the front door, not us. And of course, they'll only take it out if they deliver, when they deliver the other one. So just a lot of little things right now, a lot of little anxiety. And I know a lot of you probably think it's silly that my anxiety is set off by messes and clutter and stuff, but that's my reality. You know, everybody has their own thing, and that's mine. I cannot even watch certain YouTube videos because, like, I can't watch, like, because all I see in the background is, like, somebody's messy house or messy kitchen or, you know, things like that. And it like sets me on edge. I know, it's my problem. It's my anxiety, and I deal with it pretty well, but sometimes. So that is what's been going on. That is why I've kind of been MIA. That's why I haven't done a full day of eating, because this week I really wasn't eating because of my stomach issues and all. So that's that. So I know this got long, but I just wanted to kind of fill you in on everything that was going on. But everything else is wonderful. You know, Andrew is just loving teaching again, and you have no idea. You have no idea how happy that makes me. He is so excited to go in and teach. You know, what we went through last year from September to February, I was so afraid he'd never step foot into a classroom again, and he is just loving it. He's had 2 reviews that were just both wonderful. One of the veteran teachers sat in on his class the other day and just fell in love with the project he was doing. and she wants to use that in one of her classes. He's teaching Theology 3, so he's teaching religion to juniors. And it's kind of like a Catholic morality is Theology 3. And you know, so one of the things they're doing is the Beatitudes. You know, blessed are the sorrowful, for they shall be consoled. Like that, it's in the Bible, you know it. Anyway, so his project that he gave them, they're in pairs, and they each group of pairs is assigned, they have to take 4 Beatitudes, and they have to find a fictional character from music, movies, TV, books, or stage, and find a character that fits that Beatitude and make a little PowerPoint presentation about it. So I think it's a pretty cool project. The other teachers absolutely loved it, and the kids seemed really excited about it. So I'm anxious. I hope he shares some of the projects with me, because I'm anxious to see it. But it's just so good to see him happy. Our prayer now is that a permanent teaching position opens up in the school that he is in. As of right now, we don't think there is one for next year. We're hoping somebody decides to leave or retire, and that he can slip into it. That's our hope, because he is just so happy here. He is so happy. So we will see. But anyway, oh my gosh, I've talked too long. I promise I will be very quick on the rest of this video. But I just wanted to thank you for the happy mail. Thank you for the anniversary cards, and bring you up to speed as to what is going on in our crazy, chaotic lives. Because, you know, there's always something, my friends. But as crazy and chaotic and disheartening as all this is, could be a whole lot worse. So if a little bit of water damage is all I'm dealing with, then thank God it's not worse. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to go and get the kitchen cleaned up while these guys are sleeping and figure out what else. Oh, I need to go check on the meat birds, because they are going through their water every 3 hours. So I need to go give them more water, and maybe I will show you how big. You're not going to believe how big they are. You're not going to believe how big they are. They are, today's Wednesday. They were 3 weeks old on Monday. So I'll show you a clip of them, and you're not going to believe how big they are. It is time for dinner. I just noticed my plate is all the same color.
Very bland.
Very bland looking. Darn. Oh, well. Okay. So I've got the Parmesan Tuscan salmon, or something like that it's called. We've had it before. It's salmon in a wine Parmesan cream sauce with, it's supposed to be sun-dried tomatoes, but I don't have any, so I just used grape tomatoes and spinach. I have, this is fresh Jersey corn that we froze last year, and some rice pilaf. So that is dinner tonight. So I told you I would show you the Cornish rocks, how big they're getting. There they are. I don't know if you can see how big they're getting, but you can see they actually grow faster than their feathers come in. That's why they look like Frankenchicks. And all they do is eat and poop. We're actually separating them into 3 brooders right now, because they're getting so big. But I gotta tell you, they are really sweet. I have gloves on because we're cleaning the brooders. Okay, so they're not being so sweet right now. They don't want any lovin's. But there they are. I got so busy. Oh, this lighting is horrible. I got so busy watching the Phillies game and then flipping the Survivor and working on answering comments. I forgot to say goodnight. I forgot to close out my vlog. We got the chick brooders all cleaned out. We separated them into 3 now. That was all done. I have my bone broth going in an Instant Pot. What else? Doug is upstairs doing some homework. Andrew's upstairs working on teacher schoolwork. And I'm down here doing what I just said. So it was a fantastic day, a great day on plan. Good food all day. Tomorrow you're seeing this on Thursday, so the remediation team is coming Thursday to start ripping my house apart, so that ought to be interesting. I was really hoping to film another full day of eating tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. I really do like filming these, and it keeps me accountable and keeps me in check. And I just like to share with you what I'm eating. I love to show that you can eat really delicious, whole food and still do a great job on your weight loss journey. So anyway, that's that. I'm going to finish this up. Maybe get this edited and upload it tonight. We will see. But I am starting to get a little sleepy, so we'll see how far we get. Thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy day to spend it with me. I truly appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you. If I film a full day of eating tomorrow, that'll go up Saturday. I'll see you definitely Friday for menu plan. I have a little Aldi haul in there from late last week that didn't make last week's cut. And then a weekend vlog. Although, it's going to be a really boring weekend. Believe it or not, we don't have a whole lot going on. Adam has a track meet, but it's 4.5 hours away, and he's not even sure he's going to run. His leg is getting so much better, but he doesn't want to push it because of championships coming up. We're playing Pinochle Saturday night. Sunday, I actually have to go to 9:30 Mass because the St. Vincent de Paul Society that I'm a part of, it's kind of like a Mass for us. So I will be extraordinary minister at that Mass. And then Doug has to cantor at 11:30 Mass. So, yeah. Not sure what's going on with all that. Not sure if I'll stay for both or what's going on. And it's supposed to actually rain all weekend. I was really excited because our town-wide yard sale is Saturday. And there's probably about 60 houses participating. And there's also one a couple towns over. So Andrew and I were going to hit that Saturday morning. But I have a feeling like the one town already rescheduled. And I have a feeling ours will too. So, and they'll probably, the rain dates were Sunday. But Sunday doesn't work for me because of church. And it's supposed to rain again on Sunday. And next weekend we'll be away. So, womp womp. It's probably better anyway. I don't need anything else in my house. So, especially with the whole remediation thing going on and not knowing what is going to be ripped apart. But we'll figure it out. We always do. Like I said, I am just so grateful that it wasn't so much worse. It's a minor inconvenience. So, anyway, that is that. I will talk to you all in my next video.